Hello. Oh, it's a labour of love this week. I'm absolutely shattered. I just did not sleep very well last night at all. I bet you're really interested in that information. Anyway, should be quite a quick one this weekend because not a great deal's happened. We had the most god awful weather Thursday and Friday. Lashing rain, howling winds, all the, middle of Bucharest was, you could have swum through it. Because the infrastructure is shocking in both countries. So yeah, I didn't go anywhere on Friday night because I wasn't mad keen on dying in the dark. So I said I'd leave it till Saturday morning and see what the roads were like on Saturday. As it turns out, I am really glad I did because I was dodging fallen branches and potholes that have appeared everywhere all the way from Romania to the village. All the potholes that were very hurriedly filled in just before the last set of elections everything's washed out of them and they're massive holes again now. So it's interesting. You can never get stopped for drunk driving, for driving erratically in Bulgaria, because everyone drives like they've had a skinful anyway, because they're all avoiding everything that's on the road. But it was a dead straightforward journey. And all the way there, I kept seeing people in the village with carrier bags and buckets all collecting walnuts. And I thought, they've all blown off the trees. So that'll be a Facebook notification. Someone's angry because I don't oppose digital ID. I thought, well, when I get there, I will do the same. So I rocked up, dragged my bags up the hill. There was no way I was going to try driving up the hill with it being so wet. Greeted the pack of wild hounds that were madly excited to see me, and set off with my carrier bag and collected a big carrier bag full of walnuts, got them all netted up, and then made some crisp dinner. I was absolutely knackered again because I've been up since 6. I'm really tired. We're getting towards, still got 2 weeks to half term, and of course we've been working since the middle of August and just not had a break because the travel and all, but it is easier now. I've got a car and I'm not having to get buses and things. So went and collected those, made Chris something nice for dinner, stayed in, didn't go out, too tired. Got up the next morning, thought I'm going to do that again. It was fun. Went into the Woodland where Chris found what he thinks was a horse's skull. He did invite me to go and have a look, but I just didn't fancy it. So he's rid the Woodland of that before the puppies, bring it back as a special gift. Sometimes he opens the door and there'll be like a massive thigh bone or something on the doorstep. And they're like, here, we've brought you food. We made it all the way up to the top of the Woodland. All 5 of us, even 6 of us, 7 of us, if you count the humans, all 5 dogs and us too, foraging merrily for walnuts on the way. Got another massive carrier bag. Even little Monica, with her little crampons on and a guide rope, even she made it up to the top. But coming back down again, walking down the path, she was like, I'm exhausted now, can't cope. And it was a lovely, lovely walk back. It was only, it's only a 10-15 minute walk, but it was just nice that nobody was on a lead. The puppies weren't running away, mostly because they didn't have a clue where they were, so they were sticking close by us. And then when we got round the corner to walk up our hill, they were like, oh my God, we know where we are now. This is so exciting. Kept running back to tell me, home's up there. It was just really nice. Like, we'd gone from these awful 2 days of pouring rain to a cold, overcast day on Saturday. Got the fire loaded up and then decided against it. And then beautiful blazing sunshine again yesterday. It's gone all downhill again now. It's horrible again, but it was nice while it lasted. And then the last thing we did went next door because I wanted that sewing table. I was going to make it into a coffee table, but I suspected it was going not a coffee table, like a side table for a lamp. Suspected it was going to be very, very heavy, which it is. And all the times I've looked at it, I never thought to look inside it. And I looked inside it, and lo and behold, there is the most beautiful sewing machine made in the USSR stamped across it. Union, it is a Union sewing machine. It's gorgeous. So now I want it even more because I want to pop up the sewing machine and just have it as a piece, which Chris is thrilled with because he says it's crap. Says everything's crap if it's not just a bag of wires, though. So, we'll agree to differ. But I cannot see, it's really heavy with the iron treadle and everything. Can't see that we can get it out of that house, down the outside steps, and then up all the way into our garden. So any bright ideas there, or if anyone's got a winch they could lend me, I'd really appreciate it because it is so, so beautiful. I've already put it on YouTube as a short, but I'll put it on again because it's gorgeous. And I looked at the radio, the gigantic radio as well, and wondered if I could do anything with that. At least I could probably lift that, but it's a bit lower than I thought. So, couldn't use it for anything really, except for it to just be there. And that was that. Yeah, and then it was time to go home again. So I went home again, took a slightly wrong turn just outside the ring road and ended up having to go back down the motorway for about 11 kilometres. But I got home. I got home in one piece. Still really enjoying driving. And this week I'm definitely going on Friday night because, unless the weather lets me down, because I've got an exam board meeting on the Sunday and I'll have to be back for lunchtime for that. So yeah, that's it. It's never very interesting, is it? But enjoy the views. The views are gorgeous. Any questions, reach out, same old. And much love to anybody who I know who isn't a terrible human being. And I'll get back to arguing with people on Facebook. Can't be bothered to argue. Got an ID card. It's really not an issue, promise. Although I do prefer the idea of having a plastic one in my wallet than having a digital one because, I drop my phone a lot. But yeah, I understand people think it curtails their freedom, but experiencing actually having one in Europe, the people in Europe can't believe that everyone hasn't got one. They don't believe me when I say the British don't carry them. It just saves a lot of work. Anyway, that's me, rant over, and peace out. Oh, by the way, I fully expect to lose half a dozen subs at this point because that usually happens when I say something that people don't agree with. So peace out and enjoy your unsubscribing. Well, I think we're ready for winter for at least 2 nights, maybe one actually, because these little ones won't burn for long. But I have stocked the wood pile, and Chris is just in the shed testing out all his chainsaws and things. I've got my bag of kindling, and I made it look shitty, but it's shitty in a nice basket. And I've filled this up. Well, these will burn through really quick. And I've stained all my fingers collecting walnuts. And yes, I was wearing gloves. But the wind's done the work for me this week, so I didn't have much to do. I just had to scrabble around on the floor. It was kind of fun. Well, this morning we said we'd have a little trip into the woodland to look for more walnuts. However, I've been abandoned by everyone except Monica, who's really not keen on coming out. She just doesn't want to be left alone. Everybody else is gone. They're all, don't know, somewhere. Someone's just, hello, Mandy, run down the path. Ay, look at all this. All needs to come down again. Ruining my fence. Anyway, I'm going looking for walnuts. Chris is over there looking at a skull, which he thinks probably a horse. God knows how that got up here. He's thinking about moving it before the dogs bring it home. I don't want to come and look. I really don't want to see the big skull. I'm quite happy down here with me doggos. You're right, though. There's no walnuts up here. I wonder where they've all gone. Squirrels, maybe? It is nice up here, but I just wish I was a bit braver because it goes... The dogs are going up there now. It goes all the way back.
to the road at the top. I've only ever managed to scramble up it once. I tend to stay down here where it's a bit, because it's been stepped, so it's flat here. Then it goes up, and then there's another row, and it's flat again. But it's scrambling up to get to the flat bit that I can't do. And this walnut tree is going to be my mission because it's sad. Let's just try and get round without killing myself. Obviously, it's so overgrown in here, and a lot of this stuff just needs to come down. But that's a mulberry. That's one of those bloody acacia things. But this walnut, is it this one or is it the next one? One of them's been hoisted by its own petard. Anyway, it's collapsed in on itself. I think it's the next one. So that one's not too bad. But yeah, it's this one. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, one of them needs a lot of stuff chopping off it to free it. All right, dogs, you having fun? Where's Monica? Oh, she's there. It's fun, this, isn't it? It's this one. So it's all covered in creeper, which I want to chop down. And half its branches have come off. And it's sad because it's a lovely tree. So I'm going to try and free it. But there are so many of them and they're so big because it's been abandoned for such a long time. Ooh, walnut. Ooh, 2 walnuts. There we go. There we go. Hey, into my bag. Not all of them will be right, but just collect what I can find and then check them out later. Let's see what I can find around here because this is a good big old tree. It's lovely up here, isn't it? Yeah. Amazing. All it took was the thought of walnuts and I got brave enough to climb the hill.
Try to go across that way.
Yeah, well, there's that one behind us and then that one looks dead, unfortunately, I think. Are you allowed to cut dead ones down, do you think? So many plum trees up here as well. Little slice of paradise.
Adventure.
We're on an adventure. Look how high up we are. It's a shame we can't see anything. We made it to the top though. Oh. Go us. Hello, puppies. Right, since Dumb and Dumber are back, do you want to walk back round to the house?
Come on.
Come on. Mandy, Lola. What? Bella, come on.
All right. Well, there's no one going. All right.
Lola. Come on, Mons. Bella. 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 No. I'm going the same way as the rest of us, you derp. Come on, Mons, you can do it. Oh, look at that. Isn't that a good view? Beautiful. There's quite a lot of walnuts we've collected again. There's a good haul. This is yesterday's all hanging up. So now I'm going to go and take my little bags and sit and bag this lot up. And that'll be a job well done. Quite proud of us for finding all those. Found an absolute whopper at one point as well. Won't be all there. Look at that. Not natural, surely, compared to a normal one. Anyway, bagging time. There we go. I feel like I've achieved something because I got like 1 tin of walnuts last year because Chris had gone back to Britain and I hardly ever got here. So this has been fun. I really enjoyed it. I'm going to do it again next weekend. Check out some different trees. I didn't realise it had the sewing machine in it. I should have looked earlier. It's got made in USSR written on it somewhere. It's so heavy though, I don't think we can get it out, and it's so beautiful.
Anyway.
Is it? I just lifted it up. Radio Luxembourg on it. My nans used to have Radio Luxembourg on. I think these are our 2 treasures.